Hey, what's up everyone? Back with another review. This time we're going to be talking about Netflix's Alice in Borderland. Hope everyone's doing okay, staying safe, staying home, wearing a mask, all that jazz. We do get into some spoilers, so just a heads up, if you haven't seen this, if you have seen this, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Cool. Let's go ahead and just jump right in. This is based off a manga and anime, and okay, I know what you're thinking, not in a bad way. I know that live action adaptations from anime movies or series rarely go over well, with an exception, a few. And let me just start and say that this is one of those exceptions. Alice in Borderland is originally a manga series, as I thought. That started off in 2010, written and illustrated by Haru Aso. And just I apologize ahead of time if I butcher any of these names. I'm very sorry. Pardon my American swine uncultured English. We got a group of 3 high school friends who somehow, now stay with me, somehow get transported into another dimension. We don't really know exactly how this happens. Season even ends with a bit of a cliffhanger, so there's still kind of stuff that we don't even know yet. So yeah, I'm also just really excited for that one to come out too. Pretty much everyone in the entire city disappears, except for these 3 friends at first. They end up finding some people, you know, along the way. But at first it's just everyone's gone. It's weird. Realize that they are players in a game of life or death, and if they don't play, they die. So yay, fun, love that for them. We start off in the real world. Arisu, the main character, is being berated by his brother, basically telling him why doesn't he have a job, he's worthless, all he does is stay home and play video games, you know, just really relatable stuff. That one just hit home for me. But yeah, so he's just kind of not having a great time, so he leaves. He goes to meet up with his friends. They're gonna go kick it in the city. They all show their days, and no one's having a great day at all. Finally free up and decide to meet together at a bar. Well, they end up meeting in a park, not a bar, but that's where they wanted to meet up. Anyway, moving on. Somehow, while they're all playing around, they end up in the middle of a crosswalk during traffic, and they're having fun. They're just spinning around, enjoying life in the middle of a crosswalk of a busy traffic intersection, and they end up causing a car accident, which cops see, and so they have to run from the cops at this point. So they all run to a bathroom and just kind of huddle in a stall, and that's just kind of when I think that they get transported. I think that's when it happens, because all you hear is like a powered down noise. All the city, all the lights and everything is just yeah, blackout, complete blackout. So they finally come out of the bathroom stall, and that's when they notice that everyone is just gone. Like everyone's gone except for them. So they all kind of just venture out into the street. They're all looking for people, trying to figure out what's happening, and then they find it's a sign that says, "Welcome players, the game will commence shortly." And that's pretty much when everything starts. So they're walking through the city, lights pretty much guide them to where they need to go to get to the game. They've got arrows that are like, follow here, go here, and they're just kind of following these buildings and lights to get to the location that it's telling them to get to. They finally get to a building that's called the GM building. They're walking, they pass through a really suspicious gate of lasers. A few seconds later, they find a table with a bunch of cell phones on them that says, "Take me." So I think they all take one or something like that. Finally see another human being, and it's another player in the game. She comes up from behind them. She walks right through that gate too. Later on, they find out that they can't escape that area. It's like a geo fence, sort of. If they do, I think they die. But yeah, once the first game begins, they're taken to a series of rooms with 2 doors. Choose the correct door within the time frame. Otherwise, the room bursts into flames and they burn to death. So, yikes. Everyone is supplied with a 3-day visa, and after those 3 days are up, then they die. You know, I think giant lasers from the sky just kind of beam down straight through their body, and that's it, they're just KO. So Shota, one of the other friends, realizes that the electronics do not work in the city at all. Only like old school FM radios and things like that work. Everything just does not work, except for their cell phones. So the second game that they play is tag, and the suit of the playing card determines what kind of game that they're going to be playing. Spades is a physical game, club is a team battle, and hearts is the worst one because it plays with people's hearts and tears them apart. That's pretty much the gist of the formula of the show. They have to keep playing these games in order to win and live, so they just keep playing these games that are just randomly picked or decided. We find out that one of the people that's participating in the games is actually like kind of hiding amongst everyone is the dealer. But all the people who are helping the game progress or have a hand in like behind the scenes are also a part of the game too. So if they don't do their jobs and they die too, it's insane. Everyone's dying. It's it's pretty crazy, but it was really intense. The music was really cool too. Lots of the fighting scenes. Okay, these are top notch, by the way. The way they did each fighting scene, I was just like, I was on the edge of my seat, like, oh my god. But the music's really cool. It helps drive and get you really pumped for it. Kind of your adrenaline starts building up too, and you feel like you're in the scene too. So, yeah, really good choice of the music. I loved it. The main character starts off with 3 best friends. 2 other friends don't make it. So it's pretty much Arisu, the main character, and he teams up with another girl by the name of Usagi, who is she's just a badass, like just plain and simple. She's, I think, the daughter of like a famous rock climber, so she's just scaling buildings, just jumping from building to building, like apartment buildings that are tall. It's awesome. She's just, yeah, she definitely pulls her own weight and then some, and it was just really cool. Everything was just really well done. The way the episodes are laid out, I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Arisu, Usagi, Chishiya, and Hikari, Hikari is probably one of my favorite characters. By the end of the series, easily became one of my favorite characters. She's just really badass. Her story of her being a trans woman was really touching, the way they did that, and just a really touching part of the story, how they showed this trans character's kind of comeuppance and what she had to go through, and then she basically has to come back to her family after being kicked out for however many years to take care of her mom, and her mom sees her and she's a completely different person and just accepts her for who she is right then and there, and oh my god, I wanted to cry. So it's just, the show touches on so many different things. It's got action, it's got drama, it's got great music. Just overall, I couldn't recommend it anymore. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me. I hope you guys enjoy this review. I'm Brandon, it's The Realist Reviews. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!